start, y'all, in 47 seconds. Yes. Let's go to the top. Right. Before I let go.
All right, everybody, get about your seat and get ready, because it's time for the Sandra Show!
Yes! Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sandra Show. It's Thursday, which means y'all know it's Junior Friday.
Yes.
And we're just one day away from our favorite day of the week, Friday. Today's show is brewing with some hot tea and a sprinkle of breaking news to unpack the 2024 debate just a little bit more. So you know what?
Talk to us.
I need y'all to get all comfy, grab that bubbly beverage, and let's get this show started! Let's get it started! Woo! Listen, if y'all went on my Facebook page last night, I had a big question. I wanted to know, what time is it that we can talk about this next subject? Y'all know what time it is? It's tea time! And the big subject that I posted on Facebook last night was, can somebody please tell me what Shannon Sharpe did? And y'all came through. By the time y'all finished telling me on my page what he did, I had passed out.
Did you even want to
My
know?
God, Shannon Sharpe just had one of those oops moments that we all try to avoid. The man accidentally went live on Instagram.
Having sex.
What?
Yup.
While getting down and dirty with a mystery woman named Michelle. Yep, you heard it right. Shannon thought he was just doing his thing in private, but instead, his intimate moment went viral. Isn't that classic Shannon, right? So after the incident blew up, his team tried to play it cool with a "my account was hacked" excuse. But surprise, it turns out it was really just Shannon being caught up in the moment. He's now owning up to his mistake, admitting that he was the man in the video and that no hacker was involved. Shannon's feeling super embarrassed, saying it's a huge blow to his professional image. He's calling it a misstep, not a staged event, and clarified that his phone wasn't hacked. He had no clue he was even live and only figured it out when his phone was blowing up with phone calls. Come on. So there you have it. There it is. Shannon Sharpe's accidental IG live slip is the latest must-see drama, and he's not exactly thrilled about it.
Let's go on.
Guys, what would you do if something like that happened to you?
Just don't go to work the next day.
Just the next day?
Don't go to work.
You ain't got to hide for the rest
You
of your
wouldn't
life.
go to work? You wouldn't even come in?
Nope.
Oh, my
Unc
goodness.
showed up for work today, though.
I'm sure that happened.
Yeah.
You showed up for work
No,
today?
Unc showed up.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he
Well, he
showed
had
up.
a lot of mansplaining to do.
Yeah, he did. He
He
showed up to
really
explain.
did. Now everybody's like, where's Michelle?
Who's Michelle?
Who's Michelle? Is Michelle gonna talk? Okay, so let's go on to this next story. Y'all, this one's a tough pill to swallow. An Uber driver in Indiana, his name is Francisco Valdez, has been accused of some seriously messed up stuff. He's allegedly confessed to murdering and sexually assaulting a rider named Shanti Dixon. Valdez initially spun a wild tale about a robbery gone wrong, but eventually he came clean about the heinous acts. Dixon, who had just ordered an Uber, was found unalived with a gunshot wound and was reportedly assaulted before her tragic death. Valdez's story about how it all went down just keeps on changing, but the grim details remain the same. She is gone, unfortunately. Now he's facing felony murder charges, and it's a heavy situation. The police and Uber are making it clear that this is an isolated incident, but it's a horrific reminder of the dangers that can lurk even in the most everyday situations. And that is another reason why I am not getting in the Uber.
No?
No!
You never have before?
I've been in the Ubers many times.
Okay.
But things are changing.
Yeah, they are.
What's going on? Yeah. I mean, I'll say this. Let me take that back. I'm not riding Uber by myself.
I hear you.
Okay? It's terrifying to think that you just take a ride somewhere and then you end up losing your life. People can't find you and you were just going down the road. I don't think so. So let's go on to this next one. May she rest in paradise. So word on the street is that Megan Good is picking up the tab for Jonathan Majors while he deals with the fallout from his assault conviction. Majors has been benched from his Hollywood gigs and dropped by his management. So who's footing the bill? Yep, allegedly that'll be Megan. She's reportedly covering everything from his bills to child support and even a $75,000 dog training bill. Whoa. Friend, how do we know this much about folks' business? Chris, I know you know about this because you're trying to get your dog trained. This is expensive.
I ain't trying to get my dog trained like that.
$75,000 worth of training. So friends and family are questioning her judgment, especially since she's fresh off the split from her ex, Javon Franklin. If things don't turn around, they're worried she might be in over her head financially. It's all a little bit, like a mess, but Megan's riding or dying with Jonathan for now, and I ain't mad at it. All right, so let's go on to the next story. Now, speaking of Jonathan Majors, it looks like he is trying to cash in on his fame, or should I say his infamy. Well, despite the drama of last year's assault charges, he's set to make a buck at the famous Monsters Fest. He's gonna be signing autographs for a cool $140 and pro shot photos for $160 for a signature. So, while his Hollywood career may be on hold, Jonathan's trying his hand at the autograph hustle. He'll be rubbing elbows with the likes of George Takei and Peter Criss at the event. Whether this is a smart move or just a way to make ends meet, only time will tell. But I know one thing. These Instagram comments are going crazy. Y'all check this out.
As they do.
All right. So, this one says, ooh, if you're not a fan, don't worry about what he charges.
Exactly.
The other one says, boy, Megan paying your bills already. Don't charge the people of God. And then this one says, I wouldn't get it if he was paying me $140. Y'all won't let him act. He got to get some bread from something. And last but not least, only if Megan going to be in it and he's taking the picture. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Ooh, Lord, what else we got going on, y'all? Let's talk about, there is our Frankie Beverly. Yeah. The legend, the cookout legend, Frankie Beverly. Let me say legend again. A legend in R&B and soul, passed away at 77 years old. Y'all, he's known for defining cookout music with his band Maze. So Beverly's soulful voice and timeless hits brought people together. His music and stage presence created unforgettable experiences, and his legacy will continue to uplift fans at gatherings for years to come. For the culture, can y'all please give us some of that good old Frankie Beverly cookout music? Come on. Whoa, whoa.
You can bet. You stood right beside me. Come on, Chris. And I won't forget. And I really Now we had our good times that we can say. Woo. We hurted each other, yeah. And boy, it's a shame. I won't be foolish, no. I wanna make sure I'm right before I let go. You know what? You know I think the sun rises and shines on you. You know there's nothing I would not do. Oh, before I let you go. I will never let you go before I go. Come on. Yeah. We sure gonna miss you, Frankie Beverly. Yes. Come on. Hey, put your hands together out there, y'all. Hey, come on. For the culture, y'all make some noise. Yay! We'll be right back. Woo! Do this. Hello and welcome back to the Sandra Show. It's now time for breaking news.
Today, we're diving into the heated 2024 debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. From job loss blame games to abortion rights and everything in between, we'll break down the key moments, controversies, and how these debates could shape the upcoming election. Joining us to weigh in on this conversation is community advocate, Mr. Russell Drake. Yeah! Mr. Drake, Mr. Drake, Mr. Drake. It's an honor. God bless you. Thank you so much, sir. Please have a seat. Woo!
Talent.
Mr. Drake, when I tell you that debate was something else the other night, let me ask you how you're doing, sir.
I'm good. I'm
Yes.
blessed to be here. I thank you for the opportunity as always.
Always an
I'm
honor.
glad of what you do for the culture
Yes.
and what for the culture does for the
Come on, for the culture.
It's all love.
So true, so true. So we have a lot of questions for you. We had, now this is an interesting take. We got some messages saying that it seems like the show is very Democratic. So what my producer did was we had some Republicans send in some questions
Okay.
for you to answer. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay, let's do this. So when Kamala claims Trump lost the most jobs during his administration, how fair is that considering the pandemic was a major factor? Does the blame fall on Trump's policies or the circumstances?
So at the end of the day, everything rises and falls on leadership. You know, I mean, excellence has no excuses. If you look at the whole pandemic in the first place, much of how it was handled was due to incompetence on behalf of the president at the time. So because of his negligence, a lot that led to everything. So he has to own that and take responsibility for it.
So the people that, when they say that the Biden administration has the highest job, like people are getting their jobs, finding jobs for them, and the jobs that they're found are actually the jobs people were going back to after the pandemic. Should that be counted as the number of jobs that they've created for the population?
Absolutely. There's no guarantee that you're going to go back to those jobs. As
Okay.
a matter of fact, I know a number of people who didn't go back to work because they found collecting unemployment was more financially beneficial than working their minimum wage jobs.
Isn't that interesting?
It is.
So the Democrats were the ones who pushed for the stimulus money. Let's make that clear, because everyone's like, oh my God, Trump gave us money. Trump signed it into law, but the Democrats were the ones who were holding the lead in Congress at the time. So tell us, how does that blur the lines of who deserves credit for the pandemic relief, and does it affect how voters see the two parties?
I think that everybody in their parties is going to be a little biased on it. They're going to look at it and say, this is what Trump did. Other people look at it and say, this is what Democrats did. Legislators draft policy, the executive signs policy into law. They can also push the notion of policy. It was a huge push, and it was probably more bipartisan than usual. I think both of them deserve the credit, to be honest.
Okay, excellent, excellent. So let's see. In the debate, Trump faced a lot of fact checking while, Kamala wasn't questioned in the same way. Do you think this made the debate feel unbalanced? And how does that affect public perception of fairness?
I think the fact checking was very good. When you fact check everything. What gets called out is when you're lying. So the person that tells the most lies will, by theory, get called out with the fact check the most. So clearly the person who told the most untruths got called out. Now he feels some type of way because he's the one lying. Anybody in their shoes will feel it. So it was very good. I think they did great. They didn't let people bully them necessarily. They let people say what they needed to say.
Yes.
And they kept it moving. So I think the moderators did an excellent job. I hate that I see sisters getting harassed online right now. Sister Lindsay, she's getting, and that's dead wrong.
The moderator that was
Yes.
in the gray fabulous suit.
Yes.
Yes, she's being harassed.
She is right
and
now.
tell us, why are they harassing her?
They're harassing her on social media because she questioned the former president and she didn't let him overtalk her. She fact checked him, and they can't handle this young black sister checking this old white man.
Like they can't handle Kamala checking this. Okay, so we see a pattern where younger voters lean Democratic. The rich often become Republicans, and retirees return to Democrats for government assistance. How does this cycle play into the current political landscape?
So it's interesting. That's the theory. The theory is that the rich become Republicans. We know that not to be true all the time. We look at the likes of Tyler Perry. We look at the likes of Mayor Bloomberg in New York. It's a real billionaire.
Yes, he is.
We look at so many people who are wealthy who are in the Democratic Party. So I think it's a myth. They think more people talk it up to say, if you want more money, you should be a Republican. And that's not always the case. I haven't seen proof of that yet. I'd wager to say the bulk of Republicans are really poor white people in the nation, mostly in the South.
Really?
I dare to say
That's an
that.
interesting discovery. I love it. So, former President Trump labeled Kamala's policies as radical and accused her of copying some of his ideas. How much truth do you think there is to his claims? We want you to fact check this.
I don't think anybody in the nation would call VP Kamala Harris radical. She is one of the most polished people I've ever seen. Nobody's going to call her radical. Radical is what they say when they see you black, they see you aggressive and motivated and young. They call you radical.
Really?
That's exactly what they call it in politics. They call anybody that, and it's wrong for that. I'm also saying that she's stolen his platform. She has not at all. She developed the platform. If anything, they're similar to some of President Biden's policies. But she's developed her own platform. She's put it out here. 3 weeks ago, people were saying, where are your policies? She's
Correct.
got them here. Now
So
the
you think
question,
she articulated her policies and plan very clearly while she was in the debate?
I think she got across some of it. She couldn't get across everything because you're supposed to debate. You present your policy. You also have to defend yourself from attacks at the same time. So she was doing very good at definitely defending herself from attacks.
Yes.
She was making herself clear on some things she wanted to do, but she wasn't taking the nonsense.
No, she was not.
In some instances, she baited Trump in a few times.
Yes, she most definitely did. Did you see when he said to her, "I'm talking"? It's so wild to see that he's taking things that she normally says and he said it. What did you think about when he said that?
Imitation is the best form of flattery. Keep trying it. I don't think it scored him any points with anybody else.
When I say very well said, very well said. So Kamala positioned herself as a candidate of change, saying, let's not go back. What exactly do you think she was referring to when she said, let's not go back? We're not going back.
She's saying we're not going back to 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, nor the travesty of January 6th in 2021. She says we're turning a new page to a new chapter. We have the opportunity to have a president under the age of 60 years old
Yes.
for the first time in 8 years. We have the opportunity to have a woman leading the country for the first time in history.
History.
It makes a big difference.
Yes.
We have a very educated person,
Yes.
an HBCU alum,
Yes.
first time in history, that'll be able to be the U.S. president.
Amazing.
So there's a lot that's going to open up doors for opportunity for everybody.
Yes. Very good answer. So let me ask you this. Both candidates claim to represent change, but what kind of change are voters really looking for in 2024?
I think they're looking for, first, they want to be able to afford things, right?
Yes.
Everybody's talking about affordability. Prices have gone up on food and gas. And they have, definitely the food's gone up. The gas has always fluctuated.
Yes. It's at a decent price now.
I'm not complaining.
Right?
I found some stations with some gas about $2.99.
Yes.
I could let y'all know about too.
Yes. Uh-oh. We need to hear
Let me
about
know,
that.
let me know.
Today mine was $3.85. If I can save that 86 cents,
we-
I am down for it. So let's look at the polls from the debate, Mr. Drake. Here we go. So this is from the 538 poll. The debate watchers think Harris won the debate. So we are looking at CNN, SoCal, YouGov, and these are the numbers. At this point, Harris is at 63 to 37 Trump, 53 to 34%, 54 to 31%, 57 to 34%. He's in the 30s. She's in the mid 50s to the mid 60s in the polls. Do you think we can maintain that hold?
So this is in regards to the debate overall.
Yes.
This is where it's gotten her.
Yes.
I think she has a good opportunity. She's got the advantage right now. Former President Trump has indicated he doesn't want to do any more debates. So he and his team are scrambling to come up with anything they can right now. I think it only goes up for here for VP Harris. Unless there's some major catastrophe,
She should be
she's
fine.
on her way to
So
cruising.
now, thank you for that. Let's take a look at the polls of the states. So Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Arizona, Michigan, Wisconsin. Trump is winning in Georgia and Arizona thus far. All the other states, she's doing really, really well. So we are encouraging all of our viewers, everyone that is engaged in this, to please make sure you're registered, get ready to vote. Mr. Drake, thank you so much. It is an honor and a privilege to always sit here and speak to you about what's going on. To our viewers, God bless you. Until next time, we'll see you right here for the culture. Get us out of here.
All right, everybody, come on, hit it, come on, hit your scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen. Because we've got so much more exclusive content for y'all right here, only on the Cassandra Show. Thanks for tuning in. So until next time, be great, stay beautiful, love your mama, love